Old Bloomington, Minnesota. Nice view, ain't it? I don't know why they got a slide-in door right here. Ain't like it's a patio or something. What they want me to do, sit on the ledge? This is Bloomington, Minnesota, like 25 minutes away from Chanhassen. And it's not that far from Minneapolis either. You see the lake from here. Minnesota is notorious for their lakes. That's why they call it land over 10,000 lakes. So there's one there. And go to my room at the La Quinta. The La Quinta. Who knows? I don't know about that.
The next day, Saturday, April 16th, is when Kelly Collins says she sees Prince on that bike ride. He didn't look ill at all.
He looked like Prince. Yeah, he looked really good.
Did anything appear wrong with his health?
No. I was actually shocked to see him riding his bike after learning that just the day before, you know, his plane had landed and he wasn't doing well.
June 13th, I went over to this area where Kelly Collins supposedly had seen Prince riding a bike. I just wanted to know what the area was about, what places are over here, and why was he in this particular area. You can look at the scenery. You can see there's a couple businesses here. There's, two beauty salons, and then on the opposite side there's a Office Max, and he was heading the opposite direction of the Office Max. Prince had literally just got out the hospital at 9:45 a.m. the previous day, but here he is riding on a bicycle in the middle of Chanhassen, about 6 minutes away from Paisley Park. This is basically where they saw Prince the last time he was on his bike. He was riding right around this area. Just this way. Kelly Collins was standing around this area when she captured the photo or the video footage. That same day, Prince went to the Electric Fetus. It's one of the record stores out there in Minneapolis with Corinne Sharma.
So, to start off, let's get right to the last time that you saw Prince, that he came in the store. That was last Saturday, last weekend.
In the morning, he made a really nice tweet about reminding music fans to go and support their local record store that day. And then towards the end of the day, about a half hour before we closed, he showed up.
Did you know that he was going to show up?
I had a little bit of heads up, only because we were carrying an exclusive program that he just released on Record Store Day that year, or that day, literally that morning, a tour book for his tour that he's doing, piano and a microphone, and gave us the exclusive right. That was the first day it was for sale.
Within Minneapolis area, he did keep a low profile. He didn't necessarily want lots of attention when he went out, and it wasn't weird at all to see him at the grocery store, for example.
Yeah, right. To enjoy, and it wouldn't be uncommon to, see him around town, or, he went out and frequented the local shops and did things like that. However, people just respected his privacy. You kind of knew the rules with Prince. Like, he doesn't like pictures taken.
Years. Did anything seem different, or how is he?
Not really. He's Prince, and when there's Prince on stage and there's Prince personally.
That night at Paisley Park, Prince threw a party. The ambiance was cool. People came out, make sure he was fine. He played chopsticks, and he showed his brand new piano, and he showed his brand new guitar, and he was trying to let everybody know that everything was fine despite the fact he had literally just got out the hospital. This will literally be the last time that Prince was on stage in his very last performance. Though he didn't sing, like I said, he did play the piano. Everybody said that he looked fine. You can look at these pictures here, him holding the piano, and as I said, his last performance. And then he tweeted this out. And then at the performance, he left a cryptic message. I've heard some Prince fans claim that Prince died on the plane and all the rest of his other stuff that went on after the 15th was something fake and it was a body double. Well, let's put this to the test. Let's see. Do y'all think that was really Prince? Or do you think it was a body double? So it's time to get surgical, y'all. Let's try to find out. At the crime scene, we saw his bikes at Paisley Park. There was a black one and there was a white one. And somebody on the 18th also took a picture of Prince riding on a bike near Paisley Park. We can take a closer look right there. It looks like his body style to me. It seemed to me that Prince used to take daily rides on his bike. We got a couple photos of him doing his thing. In my humble opinion, I think that's Prince. I think he just literally just got out the hospital and he just wanted the people to know that he was okay, so that's why he decided to go ride the bike around town. And we know Prince got a hip problem, so I'm thinking maybe he used to ride bikes to help the pain and the stiffness of his hip issues. Another reason why he was so close to this area, and I wonder if he always rode this path or was it for another particular reason. So I decided to check out the area and see where he might have been going. I didn't think that area right there was too good for bikes, so I said, okay, maybe he went the opposite direction. So down this parking lot, I believe I saw a stop sign. Yeah, right here. And then I turned up over here. I mean, he could have been anywhere, just like we heard the manager say. Prince used to visit local shops. He used to go around just like normal people. He was a normal guy, you know. People just left him alone. But I believe people started taking pictures and stuff of him because TMZ had put out that he was literally in the hospital. And I think these people some of them, were probably trying to get a pic of him to give to TMZ for cash. But let's get back. I'm looking around, I'm like, I don't know. I didn't think he would go the other direction, so I went this way. I had heard that Prince used to always go to Target. People saw him at Target all the time, so maybe he went there. Let's just keep going down this road. I did see a Cub Food receipt in the death investigation files, but that was in 2015. He could have went to Cub Food. Or did he go here? This is Country Inn and Suites where Marone Bucure stayed. For some reason, there's a lot of FedEx packages from FedEx in Marone's name, but I also learned that Theo London and Mariah Brown also had packages in their name coming from Country Inn. Why are they sending packages to Country Inn where Paisley Park is like, what, I don't know, about 6 minutes away from Country Inn and Suites? He used to rent out a room there. And I think a lot of people that, was from Prince's camp when they first came out, they would probably stay in that room. But at the particular time, Marone was staying here, and she was also staying with her parents that also live in Minnesota. So I decided, since I'm over here at Country Inn and Suites, might as well look around, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what we find. We're going to go on the back of Country Inn and Suites. I need my Royal Task Force to really get their magnifying glasses and really start thinking about what happened, Was the pills being sent from China in FedEx boxes and delivered over to Country Inn and Suites? There's a lot of scenarios. I'm still trying to figure out where the fentanyl come from. Did Marone have something to do with this? On the 16th, he's so close to Country Inn and Suites. I'm wondering why. I also know that Judith Hill, I don't know if she left around the 16th, but I know she did stay at Paisley Park for a little while, so maybe it could be a possibility that Judith Hill was at Country Inn and Suites as well, and I don't know about it. Hey, at this point, I'm just looking at everything I can possibly look at, trying to break it down in detail. There's the Jimmy Johns that was talked about in the death investigation. Marone said that she didn't park over there by the Jimmy Johns, but on the side, so I guess there's another spot over here that we need to look at. So I made this turn right here, and let's see what's going down up in this area. Urge everybody to read the death investigation files for yourself so you can know exactly what's going on and why I'm at the Country Inn and Suites, but I'll try to explain as much as possible. here. I actually went to the Country Inn & Suites. Like I said, this is a field investigation. And I wanted to know some stuff because there was this guy. His name was Andrew Cornfield, and he came over to supposedly help Prince get off of medication. And he was the one that made the 911 call. It was said in an investigation that Andrew Cornfield also had a room here, and Marone, Kirk, and Andrew had breakfast somewhere for 3 hours. And I'm wondering, was it here? Yes, I wanted to know, what time is breakfast?
Breakfast will be at 6 in the morning, 6 until 9:30.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right, bye. 6 to 9:30. Now, if Kirk, Marone, and Andrew Cornfield had breakfast there 6 to 9:30, let's see, around 9 o'clock they was around Paisley Park. So it's possible that they did have breakfast for 3 hours there. So just making sure everything is correct at this point. Phaedra Ellis, Prince's manager, had called Howard Cornfield. Howard Cornfield could not come out that day, so therefore he sent his son Andrew Cornfield to come and help Prince. Andrew worked with his father as a patient advocate. At the time, he was a pre-med and had a B.A. in psychology. Andrew was in row 102 and Marone was in row 127. As far as I could tell, I could see no cameras at the Country Inn & Suites. But I looked around the whole area and made sure. I also went to Paisley Park that day. I wanted to see how far Country Inn & Suites was from Paisley Park. According to Google, it's about 5 minutes, more or less. On bike, it would take about 8 minutes. In a car, it would take about 5-6 minutes. So I took an Uber to ride out there. As you can see, as soon as you turn into this area, there's cameras at the stoplights. There's a bank, so possibly they might have some surveillance at the bank. There's the Office Max, the parking lot, where we were talking about Prince was in the parking lot during that point on the 16th. Kirk Johnson, Marone, and Andrew Cornfield headed to Paisley Park, where they was trying to find Prince. I believe Kirk had tried to call twice at Paisley Park and he couldn't get a hold of him. So Andrew was like, you know what, let's go find out where he is so we can start the process of getting him off of opioid dependence. So maybe they went down this way from the Country Inn & Suites. Once they got to Paisley Park, Andrew and Marone waited in the area and Kirk went to go look for Prince. He looked for a little while, but he hadn't found him. Kirk comes back and then Marone and Kirk goes looking for Prince. And then all of a sudden, Andrew Cornfield hears them screaming, so he comes out to try to find out what's going on. And he goes to the elevator. The three of them find Prince collapsed in the elevator. And Andrew Cornfield makes the 911 call.
Prince's death have been released by the Carver County Sheriff's Office. Transcripts from the 911 call made from Paisley Park about Prince's death have been released by the Carver County Sheriff's Office. The caller, an unidentified man, describes the moments surrounding Prince's death. The full transcript can be found below. Dispatcher: 911, where is your emergency? Caller: hi there, what's the address, here? Yay, we need an ambulance right now. Dispatcher: okay. Caller: we have someone who is unconscious. Dispatcher: okay, what's the address? Caller: we're at Prince's house. Dispatcher: okay, does anybody know the address? Is there any mail around that you could look at? Caller: yay, okay, hold on. Dispatcher: okay, your cell phone's not going to tell me where you're at, so I need you to find me an address. Caller: yay, we have, so yay, the person is dead here. Dispatcher: okay, get me the address please. Caller: okay, I'm working on it. Dispatcher: concentrate on that. Caller: and the people are just distraught. Dispatcher: I understand that they are distraught, but. Caller: I'm working on it. Dispatcher: okay, do we know how the person died? Caller: I don't know. Dispatcher: okay. Caller: so we're in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and we are at the home of Prince. Dispatcher: you're in Minneapolis? Caller: yay, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Dispatcher: you're sure you are in Minneapolis? Caller: that's correct. Dispatcher: okay, have you found an address yet? Caller: yay, I'm so sorry. I need the address here? Unidentified woman, 7801. Second unidentified man, 7801. Dispatcher: 7801 what? Caller: Paisley Park, we are at Paisley Park. Dispatcher: you're at Paisley Park, okay, that's in Chanhassen. Are you with the person who's? Caller: yes, it's Prince. Dispatcher: okay. Caller: the person. Dispatcher: okay, stay on the line with me. Caller: okay. Dispatcher: Carver with the transfer for Paisley Park Studios, 78. Ambulance. Paisley Park Studios, okay. Dispatcher: 7801 Audubon Road. Ambulance. Okay. Dispatcher: we have a person down, not breathing. Ambulance. Down, not breathing.
Would you like to also help us find out what happened to Prince? QR code here.